Expectations have to specify in the one sees critical warranty preparation key to tell links can put options to AC clarification to late because in our result the one sees strategy skills to the next office county counter topic county construction engagement certain condition of this is correct and two as to what construction engagement when authorized well the construction engagement describes the point of relationship before we dialogue with an isolation justification for construction engagement reflects a variant of trickle down in investment request for countries and search will promote political globalization and bring restriction human rights expressive calculations of local human rights supporting values and the special corporations the point is critical is key to quiz and to limit the number of combinations between quiz and clauses. Also, they also allow say no affirmative socialized by originality and the B subpoints is B subpoints critical unique describe because we have quiz with random says quiz voting kind of equity next office criticism. The affirmative tries to imagine entirely insecure has multiple values for democracy. The affirmative to eliminate all opposition rights that eventually self the surrounding fact U.S. puts itself outside the world order because the idea of the U.S. is allies and values the nature of peace, freedom, and democracy. The U.S. states the center of peace, freedom, and access to these views. The to our security fix order which helps order of citizens contribute stealing through the U.S. government war of freedom against fear of major increases in the defense of internal security as well as measures to respect the democracy of the world. Any manifestation of the state of war is threat to the U.S. and the peace, the Middle East, the primary danger must be taken control, reshape this will achieve by incorporating the world order into the U.S. The impact of global collective suicide is not just the West has and under the illusion that she tried to save humanity by destroying part of the South Western colonialism status and neoliberalism with the collective sacrifice of the world system sacrifice genocide arises and the belief that there are no alternatives to this approach to putting the rest of their life family logic of development of the consequences of theirs and employment this not the result of working failures is the outcome of laws that have been fully by the social conservative neoliberalism and tribalized democracy determining that this social act is sufficient power to be able to practice the state that dominates the idea of moving forward to suicide will be by the massive destruction of the other and the industrial takes a number of forms including from the idea of discarding population for the thousands of innocent civilians. The alternative is we should institute ourselves neoliberal security frameworks is solves its bullshit and for those who stick to competitors and potential for security needs including the only question is potential for security concerns and myriad actors after decades of states military focused on religious security of someone marginalizing other steps capitalism and stability security and the religious side of alternative features addressing multiple dimensions of regional insecurity. Next off Colombia won't pass now because that's key discipline of 317 health or any best running ever style right now is the first time Democrats done but it would be most strict the office Colombia FDA is solving Congress seems like the dead. This session with Democrats not only touch once they kind of deal with the administration for something that they want Democrats love the plan the same 12-19 Democrats for direct wrong with Obama Christian rights versus very whatever else you could return fairly quickly. The impacts of Colombia war this public citizens Colombia FDA could exacerbate Colombia's argument civil competent as FDA gives purpose no choice to migrate. But migration to the cities of the country, especially the United States, working drug cultivation, social including any illegal arms through the impacts of the U.S. China war discovered through the U.S. could intervene if shops first war on Colombia, shops inside Colombia, not to chase Colombia, regardless of Venezuela warning such an act because for work in the U.S. By probably not the canals, key U.S. Canadian, of course, Panama Canal operations to mention by Colombia, the precise Chinese government, China's ally of Venezuela, escalating conflict between Colombia and Venezuela might bring U.S. and China into conflict. The impacts of extinction justice, which is the first assassination of the Austrian purpose, their head of war, one of the 792nd bring the United States and China into a conflict. In either one such a cold war would bankrupt the United States, even if China probably into the Chinese security to escalate to nuclear holocaust. Next on to the Rice Tea, the State Department is currently pushing concerns between Israel and Palestine and the 25 resource pressure Israel fighting to keep pressure on the Israelis and Palestinians to negotiate a peace of resolution Israelis and Palestinians to follow through the Netherlands talks have gotten off to Iraq started in the place of negotiations require significant resources for this decade to distrust and dilute the ability to act quickly and convenience and effectiveness element 7 and another temple of bargaining and Islamic countries bargaining is proportional value of commodity negotiations in the Middle East may be more price and not going to establish significant levels of stress bargaining go on and on and on. This process of bargaining may be repeated multiple times because issues are usually bargained out of one at a time when anything like this process consider what's important bargaining in Islamic and Western cultures bargaining is viewed as the price paid and the focus is key to state prices only possible successful follow-ups to Annapolis since 2019. Annapolis seemed to be serious when they marketing any American policy push with Israeli custody agreements and controlling American politics, but something like Annapolis has language to the point that Israelis and Palestinians rather than clear collapse with Annapolis war resolution and proxy the world weapons has happened. The effects is most likely scenario for war that's Chomsky in 1990. The disaster study of Palestinians Israelis is not taking great deal of time to perceive the risk to the world contains neutral response to the nature of superpower competition stability so there can be conflicts and solution approaches to conflict between the Israeli and Palestinians the threat of this global nuclear war. The threat of superpower competition also should find something should make a priority and for Americans. Counter 1. The United States federal government should make no very African government around the security guarantee of the condition of documents for full containment of uranium, which was verified by the International Atomic Energy Agency and includes Israel into negotiations with fallback negotiating position of security guarantee for one office to obtain, produce, or use uranium that's more than 5% uranium 325 is verified by the International Atomic Energy Agency and includes Israel in negotiations. Contingent on sovereignty Israeli inclusion is key to long-lasting Iran-Israel relations, peaceful and releasing Iranian democratic nations. The S is 7 the U.S. and Israel should make information steps to create a dialogue that better gets the way finding these solutions to the Iranian nuclear atomic areas for diplomatic attempts to speak to Iran's national aspirations is shared. Just with American Western Israel and alliance, including those of the government, the acceptance of Israel is not just something you have to accept, something micro-ignorant to live. They don't know how to extricate themselves. We have to find greater wisdom and see if the right which we live for dialogue. Iran's concerns now the demise of Israel might occur to them the group to see that their self-interest is registered by Tari taking off their capacity and condition to vulnerability. The condition of Israeli conclusions on vulnerability is far worse than 700 new indications that the U.S. will directly engage with Iran is near. Future knowledge, including nuclear program, one said Israel must show its direct participant in such conflicts as the future of the region will be to environment in a forum which Israel is including the latest American national intelligence assessment made plain in this crucial fact since Iran has a scientific industrial capability to eventually produce nuclear weapons. Israel had to operate on the basis of the worst-case scenario. The U.S. is already involved Iran in this back and conflict sentiment situation now developing U.S. Iranian engagement is coming closer and closer to U.S. engage. Whether we wanted to or not, this the cards of engagement is essentially that Israel has to see its table the future of the region can happen to determine with Israel with Israel outside the door. Israel should the U.S. as it may use as a precondition as everyone has to be there, and that's all. And that and the lack of Israeli inclusion and vulnerability and causes backlash to civil party and separatists to the release for making Israel a burden rather than the asset to the U.S. while giving Iran a chance to this value to American U.S. Iran that was initially there would be a lot of consider Israel package deal with Iran after its comments reflect Israelis in here a few about the relationship with the United States, where the United States protect Israel's interest in geostrategic conflict with the interest of two allies were not necessarily aligned. Israel for the U.S. Iran pressure would entail running Mr. Summer running recognition of the Jewish state what the Islamic concept of Iran is the focus of major part of Israel's security for policy discussions about to Iran. Iranians will realize the interest getting into the competition with Israel because they have no diplomatic relations. They don't understand anything about how Israel works. So they have interest in Israel discussion. There's some discussion between Iran and the United States believes Israel on the goal count by two. The United States executive branch should make an opening after the government of Iran is security guarantee on the condition that Iran can serve the procurement of uranium enrichment is verified by the International Energy Association with the fallback negotiating position of a security guarantee for Iran offers not to use substandard use uranium is 1.5% uranium 335 is verified by the International Energy Association, and that's also avoids politics super in two. Executive boards quick communities effective for moving significant policy initiatives that are used for serious policy crisis may employ one person to assuming legislative process to be considerably more difficult for potential officers to obtain standing in such legal challenge advantage. Engagement is not inevitable to come to China aid the mission which instruments to levels of political and military resources needed in him and Iran. The United States strengthen the more saving Iran security conventions defense the Gulf County defense around the world's preferred to lay in no way engagement is inevitable to the approval of offensive exercise of Iran access to the China with the U.S. The NDT has been a way galvanized U.S. spending the struggling for years with the American community. Iran has called for not an opportunity as increase of becoming the Iran mood as Iranian issues can confidence to handle several years for stand in Iran's nuclear just to be more bilateral proposal that Europe's negotiating experience for success with the project, and there are alternate cause obviously credibility days sometimes want to bring this daily campus to 18 displays has been used to be together intelligence credibility and recognition to destroy by such physical or policy decisions such as sanctioning for torture continuing stress more credibility of peace of point science running this is starting at the ANH has been flat funded the cause of this but under the pressures clear US credibility and injury sign on all counts is 9 8 because of its leading edge information from which specifications traditional powers and resources US will really likely remain the world's single most powerful country in the military economic subcountries as well as the 21st century with the potential relationship comparably competing countries like Russia, China, India, and different close partners and so like that they'll be become for military commitment and Germany doesn't solve anything this is land and six perspective of threatening hegemon relations remote in the US is not maintained because like the US is very much defense for regional power analysis distance so military capabilities and North Korea fall in line with the deal now the Solar Shire 126 there is no indication North Korea's back in the Korean suspended institutes they working nuclear facilities have raised respect to buses to unfold slowly with North Korea taking small from such return for the corresponding steps to the United States and the plan causes North Korea to back out this Sanger in 6. It is unlikely that North Korea can actually concessions there very calculated to the American officers who ran mission weakness and UK letter petition to get the North Korean saying, wait a minute, we can't get into talk to the Americans saying Iranians to get the whole 9 yards more evidence of Germany's high sugar and Senate there have been no sense deterioration US power bill domestic condition either military or economic layer towards some power as dominant evidence of the US economy as opposed to other being language.
Okay, were these the last 3 cards here?
Yeah, those two and then the top one.
Okay. Status of the counterparts. And net benefits to Israel, which is the added condition.
It's just a moment.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the counter plan just does the plan, but conditions the negotiation and Israel being involved in the dialogue as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was the last card you read?
The hedge high now card.
Another hedge high card.
Yeah. It's an card.
Okay. T, 2 voting issues are just A-spec, and if you win that T, or circumvention unconditional, right? Nothing hidden. Alright. The critique, your Iranian evidence talks about how neoconservatives describe people in the Middle East and governments like Iran as being crazy and irrational in efforts to try and attack them. The plan says that they're, reasonable and willing to negotiate. Seems like that's the opposite. What's your link?
No, that's not what it says. It says trying to impose things like freedom and democracy and impose American ideals on
Okay. Why do we impose freedom and democracy?
There's your ideas that Iran should have to adhere to certain Western things like Iran has to adhere to certain Western standards for their weapons program. There's probably an assumption about how Iran would proliferate if they didn't.
Probably an assumption.
IAEA.
Yeah.
It is an assumption.
Yeah. Okay. Your rice evidence. In 2003, the administration pushed really hard on the roadmap. Do you have any evidence that says that Rice is going to push harder now? The only thing your news evidence says, well, she's going to encourage them to.
Our evidence indicates that on Friday, Rice went to Israel and is in the Middle East right now for peace talks and a follow-up conference and follow-ups to Annapolis. Our internal link evidence.
Okay. Does the evidence say it's more significant than 2003?
Well, our evidence indicates that now we need because it's a follow-up to Annapolis because there was progress created in Annapolis, so we need to investigate.
Okay.
Rice
Well, that brings up another question. There was progress made at Camp David. Your evidence is from 1999. And it doesn't assume the breakout of the Second Intifada. If that conflict didn't escalate, if that violence didn't escalate to a global war, why would the peace violence escalate to a global war?
Well, probably just, our evidence just says that it's likely now, especially with the way that the region's going down with Iran developing.
Your evidence is from 1999.
And more people
the EXO counterplan says the EXO counterplan. Is there any reason why Congress would be used in our plan text?
That's the A-spec argument compounded with the EXO argument that you have to specify your agents so that we can read.
Okay, so we just have to give you the EXO. Let's see. You read a piece of evidence on case. Your first piece of evidence says Bush is trying to isolate Iran now. I'm sort of curious as to why, since your politics link is the Democrats just want Bush to do something that they like, that doesn't link to the politics. You don't have any evidence in your politics that says that this deal has to be made in Congress. It just says that Bush has to do something the Democrats like. Why does executive order solve the link?
The link argument is that concessions are key. The argument is that the plan is not perceived.
Yeah, but you don't have any evidence.
Yeah, it could be.
It's not that good for evidence.